Hello, body. Greetings. Welcome to Kai and Y. I love New York. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or returning. I hope all is well, and hopefully you support a good channel if you feel you found one in mine. Um, Getting right to what we got going on for today. Um, there's so much going on, right? Particularly right now, we have the trial that's going on in the case with the murder suspect in the rapper Julio Foolio case. This isn't the background I wanted to use. Let me work on that real quick. Um, so she has been in court. I'm going to show some things on that. They're going to be going on lunch soon. So that's what they have going on with that. And will be, and again, Halloween is coming up too. I thought it gave me one of them. It looked like AI in the background. I liked how it was looking, even though it said IA instead. Okay, so I'm going to show some highlights while I get this background together. I don't want to be taking up too much time looking for it. And the reason I was bringing this up was because she's just like straight up being pampered. So it's just interesting. I wonder if y'all seeing this or if this is news for y'all too. Amazon is cutting jobs, and I was coming on to talk about it before they even said they were cutting jobs. So that's kind of interesting. But I'm going to show why, because it has a lot to do with AI, at least from what I'm seeing. And I'm going to show some clips because two years ago I did a video where I showed the godfather of AI and how he quit, and he feels he helped create a monster, which is AI. So we'll get into that too. I want to show some highlights from things that were said about the Julio Foolio trial, and give you guys some insight on what this trial is really is about, what's going on with it. So I'll do that in just a moment. And welcome to my channel. 7. Okay. All right. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and excuse Mr. Jimenez at this time. So we still have one alternate left.
And Judge, there is.
Okay. All right. Let's bring Mr. Jimenez in.
You just missed one juror, but he's running into traffic, maybe 15 more minutes.
That's fine.
Judge, I'm also hearing it was Fox 13 this morning when they were reporting about opening statements. I think they reran an interview with Mr. Malcolm and Mr. McClimate talking about the evidence.
Okay.
What is the issue?
It was Fox 13 this morning, aired your interview.
Okay.
You're allowed not to.
Okay. All right. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and excuse Mr. Jimenez at this time. So we still have one alternate left.
And Judge, there is.
Okay. All right. Let's bring this. Peace, y'all. So what we're witnessing is a circus. I feel like these courts are becoming a stage instead of a courtroom. I've never seen someone get makeup put on, fresh lipstick. She got a makeup artist. All these things going on in court. This is crazy. I'm going to talk about her again a little further down the road because I'm seeing other things that look symbolic to me, and I don't know if y'all picking up on it, but it has to do with her hair. So I want to get into that too. Let's go into, now again, she's a murder suspect because they feel she orchestrated the killing of rapper Julio Foolio, and it was on his 26th birthday. Right as he was celebrating, later on that night, him and some friends got kicked out of an Airbnb, went somewhere else, and that was the last place he was ever seen.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. I'm Michael Ayala. We want to turn now to the murder of Julio Foolio trial going on in Florida. Alicia Andrews is one of 5 people accused of killing the rapper, whose real name is Charles Jones. The defense claims that Andrews is not part of the gang and that she had nothing to do with the crime. She was just along for the ride with her boyfriend. Now, during testimony yesterday, the state called Andrews' best friend, who testified about some potentially incriminating text messages that Andrews sent her. Now, we are not allowed to show this witness or identify her, so let's listen to part of her testimony.
And then the defendant then texts back to you, and this is January 21st of 2021, 8:39 a.m. Girl, I don't like Foolio. Ugly ass. He needs.
Now you hear what she's saying. He's an ugly N-word. Let's listen to a little bit more. I'm going to show stuff, but I'm going to mostly be giving commentary and keeping y'all up to date on some things. So I just wanted to show some highlights on what's going on with the case, and also tell y'all that Amazon is firing people. This isn't this little thing where, oh, okay, we got to lay some people off. We're having issues. Think about it. You're 15 of y'all that's in here, which is probably twice that amount, but don't y'all order from Amazon? A lot of us are customers of Amazon, right? Amazon is the biggest delivery service. It's the second largest private company in America. Why are you laying people off just before the holiday season? Really? I'm already on to them. They're replacing humans with AI, and I'm going to show y'all in a minute.
To die. And that was Will Friend, and then that code, and he shot me and my friend died, question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, I'm pointing out who did it. What's she saying there? What's she talking about?
Oops. Okay, I was trying to just pause it. All right. Oh my gosh. So there are 5 suspects altogether. So I just want to give a breakdown so everybody knows what's going on, what is going on, and just the highlights. Because again, these cases go to 6 to 7 hours throughout the day. So it helps to have somebody that's tuned in. I read and watch and write. So I tend to have everything that I've researched. I'm going to give y'all the best. It is an open chat room. Feel free to chime in on anything if you'd like. That's part of the point of going live too, interaction with y'all. According to the Jasmine brand too, we had Julio Foolio murder suspects. They pled not guilty. Police continue to search for the 5th suspect. So there's 5, so supposedly 5 suspects, but they're taking her first and this other guy here. So on August 28th, it was reported that 3 of the 5 individuals charged in connection with Julio Foolio's killing have entered not guilty pleas. According to documents, Isaiah Chance and Alicia Andrews filed their pleas on August 23rd. We don't care about all that. Another suspect also reported to plead not guilty, though is yet to be confirmed. So this is rapper Julio Foolio right here. Just turned 26 that day. He was gunned down that night. That's why in the thumbnail I have the picture of the vehicle that he was in. So it's mainly Isaiah and Alicia. They were like the masterminds of it, but they feel like Alicia was the one that orchestrated everything. Isaiah and Alicia were facing 4 counts of premeditated first-degree murder. Now, Sean is charged with 2 counts of premeditated, also an attempted premeditated. So they got premeditated because they planned this. They plotted on this young man. They plotted. He was celebrating somewhere at an Airbnb. They ended up moving. They got kicked out by the police. They went somewhere else, and that's where he ended up getting killed. And they also have Sean on some other criminal activities too. So that's what's going on with that case. I have more to say too. But real quick, I was going to switch to what's going on with Amazon. And then I'm going to show a video that I did. I did a couple years ago. It's only 2 minutes long. I'll do that after, because I was already looking at, well, why did the godfather of AI leave? Why is he quitting now when AI is about to take off? He don't want no parts. I think that's what it is. He don't want no parts of it. And Amazon is telling you guys that, oh, We have to let 1,400 people go. We're doing some layoffs where they're casually firing everybody. That's what they're doing, and they're doing it because they're replacing y'all with robots. That's why. So they need to keep it real. Stop using people. They slaving humans out as it is, right? Now they want a bot to do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's
This
go.
morning, concerns that Amazon, the second largest private employer in the country, is planning one of the biggest workplace transformations in modern history.
In a fulfillment center, the Cardinal robot will pack packages into carts.
The New York Times, citing leaked documents, reports Amazon expects sales to double by 2033, growth that would normally require 600,000 more workers. But the company is reportedly looking to fill those jobs with robots and
Gotta hit
automate
that like button too.
75% of its operations.
We could do this with our robot. We could do this with our technology. That's what we're going to do.
In the near future, Amazon reportedly estimates automation could help it save more than $12 billion and shave about 30 cents off each item it ships. In a statement, Amazon said the leaked documents reflect the perspective of just one team and don't represent our overall hiring strategy, adding that the company is actively hiring and plans to fill 250,000 positions for the holiday season.
One of the things that we've been proud of over our 10-year history is the ability to develop robots that work well alongside people.
It comes amid growing fears of technology replacing human workers. The so-called godfather of artificial intelligence has been sounding the alarm.
If I worked in a call center, I'd be terrified. If I was someone like a legal assistant, a paralegal, they're not going to be needed for very long. For mundane intellectual labor, AI is just going to replace everybody.
Well, Amazon has said it's busy training human workers for high-paying jobs that will include working with robotics.
Y'all pretty quiet too. So, some people up in here. How y'all feel about it? Y'all have feelings about what's going on? You see all this replacement? I know we've talked about it. We've heard things. It's here now. It's here. When I went to McDonald's a couple years ago and there was a machine to take my order, I didn't like it. I'm an old school type of person. I'm all for modern technology because I keep up with things too. But I'm very old school about things. I don't trust all that. That was just the beginning. You're going to see a lot of people upset, and I could see protests starting. Watch when people really start to realize what Amazon's doing. You're not going to want to stay quiet. You're not going to be able to stay quiet. These are people's jobs. This is people's money, and they're doing it just before the holidays. And if I remember correctly, didn't they do this before? Did they do a big chop, a big layoff just before November, knowing the holidays are coming up? A lot of people celebrate the holidays in America. Didn't they do something like this before? I believe they did something just like this before. So Amazon confirmed layoffs of 14,000 jobs in a corporate layoff for the year 2025. And this is Newsweek.com. This just came out maybe 20 minutes ago. But again, I was going to do this live stream. Here it is. I started doing it yesterday. And then right after I was thinking of doing it, get my thumbnails together and stuff, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm like, they talking about it now, but they're not being straight up as to why they're laying these people off. So it seems like they were doing test runs, but they ready to get these bots to replace people. Look, Amazon has announced it's cutting approximately 14,000 roles in what is the largest corporate layoff of 2025. You're the biggest corporation. Amazon's a household name for years now, right? Why are you doing the biggest layoff? Y'all questioning any of this, or y'all just sitting around letting yourself get ran over by these buses? In a memo sent to employees, and it was made public Tuesday, even though I was on their butts before today, so that's interesting. But anyway, Amazon's senior president, who's that, Beth Coletti, president of People Experience and Technology, said that the reduction was needed to ensure the company had the right structure, really, to drive efficiency while delivering the absolute best for customers. So laying off customers was better for Amazon? Any business people in the chat? Any guy, because sometimes people, they take courses, they may see something I don't see. I don't see it this way, though. I think they're lying. They don't want a big uproar. So they're going to keep chopping people because they probably want to do it slowly instead of real quick. Instead of real quick, like they have right here, where I just was showing, they have it as, where is it? I lost my spot. Well, we'll go to the New York Times in a minute. So stick with Newsweek right now. The reductions we're sharing today are continuation of this work. Blah, 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 blah. They're blowing smoke up your amazing asses. That's what they're doing. They're blowing smoke up our ass. Why it matters. Amazon said it will be cutting jobs in some areas and hiring in others. The net elimination of 14,000 roles represents a significant portion of roughly 350,000 worldwide corporate employees and adds more than 27,000 corporate jobs. So since 2025. So in a way they're saying, yeah, we're cutting down some of the lower jobs, but we're offering larger corporate jobs. Okay, some people would agree with that. All right, I'll take a corporate job. I'll come from the warehouse. No, they're still having less employees. What they're doing is they're weeding out certain employees, whether they really care of your performance or not. We got bots coming in to replace you regardless. Regardless. Slaving you out wasn't enough. I don't know. It should have, man, as well as general emphasis on efficiency and cutting bureaucracy. Both priorities for CEO Andy Jassy of Amazon said transformative advancements of artificial intelligence had increased its confidence in operating with a leaner workforce. See, I just said it and I didn't see this yet because I already know we've been watching y'all already. Some of us, I can't sit around because people are too quiet. You know, when it's time to argue, that's when y'all lit in the chat. It's time to get smart. It's time to pay attention to what's going on around you. It's going to affect your household. If they keep messing with these employees and replacing them with bots and doing stuff incorrectly and too soon, it's going to affect your household. How would it not? Potentially fueling fears that technology will drive headcount reductions at other major American employers. So see, they're calling it out right here. We're just talking about Amazon. What about other American employers? They all start with the letter A. What to know? This announcement reported from Reuters and Wall Street Journal, citing anonymous sources familiar to the matter of this e-commerce giant, was planning to cut as many as 30,000 jobs beginning today. That's twice as much as they're telling us, right? Let me find out they really want to cut 30,000, but they're like, just get rid of half of that. We'll get rid of 1,400. People gonna hear about it. We're gonna wait a while, then we're gonna fire the other 1,400. Do y'all see what's going on? They're just trying to do it slowly. That's it. Tuesday, Jassy's desire for Amazon to operate like the world's largest startup. They want to take over the world now. They said that America isn't enough. One nation under a groove ain't enough. So we want to take over the world. Galetto's memo also advancements in AI had allowed companies to innovate much faster than ever before. Y'all, this is just the beginning. This is just the absolute beginning of this mess that's going on. So you're going to start seeing a lot more cuts. People are going to be losing their jobs. We're talking about Snap. So people are looking at Snap like, oh, Snap's gone. People are like, oh, well, what about my healthcare? That's gone. It's not gone, but they're eliminating people that may be leaning on the funding too much, or they feel that they can cut and save costs for Americans. What about these jobs people are losing? People are saying, hey, look at Trump. He's letting go of a lot of federal employees, things like that. What about other private entities? What about this entity right here? Amazon is very public, but is a private company. Again, it's the second largest private company that we have. And they are cutting people left and right because of AI. They just wanted to take over so much. I could see it helping, but it's just totally wiping humans off the workforce, the way they are going about it. All right, switching over. I was going to show a little bit of this. This is the current.
Or on some kind of social media account.
This is from devices with phone numbers.
What is the timestamp that is related to the first message that's sent?
It is 8:42 p.m. and it's in Eastern Standard Time.
And was there a response from someone to this device?
Yes.
And what was that?
How do I know this is you?
So there's just a lot of back and forth with the trial too. Getting back with the Julio Foolio, I want to show some of his last moments. He was at the party, and then it gives you some of the breakdown on like how things happen. I'm not gonna show too much. I think this is someone else's video, which I'm not big on doing that. I like to just show some things because some people do have videos though that I think I just closed out of it. Dang it. Oh, here it is. That are you know what I mean? They just stayed there in front.
Birthday! Happy birthday! They always had the guns and the cars to pull up on us, and you feel we ain't never had that shit.
In the early hours of June 23rd, one of Jacksonville's most controversial rappers, Julio Foolio, was pronounced dead after being fatally shot in Tampa, Florida, while celebrating his 26th birthday. While Tampa police are promising to carry out an immediate investigation into the murder of Foolio, the rapper had left behind disturbing footage that captured the last moments of his life. Take a stool, sit, and be brave, because in this video, I will unravel the mystery behind Foolio's disturbing last footage. Come with me to Jacksonville. A disturbing footage.
The pool party start the day at 5, 6 o'clock. You already got the address, pull up, man.
See, and that's what gets people caught up. They give out the address, they tell where they are. He should be able to tell people where he's at. But he was involved in, there was gang issues going on too. There was one of his rivalries, did an interview on here with a Culture Vulture. I'm not saying his name. So there was stuff going on. There was some drama going on. But with this case, with the defendant, the murder suspect, Alicia Andrews, they feel she orchestrated it. She used to be involved with Julio Foolio. She claimed that she was domestically abused by Julio Foolio, and they said that she can't allow that in the court. They weren't allowing that information to be shared in the courtroom, even though I saw it being brought up. But they're trying to just keep, when you're doing a court case, you want to keep it as much to apply to the case as possible, but they weren't having it. They denied that evidence being admitted.
We got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. Appreciate everybody popping out for my birthday, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Everybody got their shot, put their shot with the L.
It is not a secret anymore that the Grim Reaper resides in the depths of hip-hop culture. This footage captured rapper Julio Foolio's last moments. Nothing can prepare you for the reason he went on Instagram Live a few hours before his death. On the 23rd of July, Julio Foolio, one of the most controversial rappers leading the new wave of hip-hop in America, was reported dead. Foolio was fatally shot right after his 26th birthday celebration, which he tagged "Best Birthday Ever." The news of Foolio's death might be shocking to someone who is not very familiar with the kind of lifestyle that Foolio had lived. Still, for an insider or someone familiar with the rap culture in Jacksonville, this would be just another murder. Julio Foolio's birthday was on the 21st of July, practically 3 days before he was murdered. A big rapper of Foolio's status shall not use just a day to celebrate a birthday. It is almost like an unspoken rule that a birthday well celebrated must run through the entire week. So
Also say too, if you notice too, with a lot of deaths that have been going on within the Black community, it's almost like a celebration. We celebrate your life, right, after death. But I think our youngsters, some people call them YNs, I think they're young kings because I know they are. It just depends on if they walk in that right. They're glorifying death. Like, it's in my zodiac to an extent to glorify death. And I do in a different kind of way. But it's almost like they're ready to join their friend. Like, dang, I ain't never gonna see my friend again. You smoke my man, you know what I mean? But they even talk about the type of clothes, some of these gangs talk about the type of clothes they're wearing on different days in case they get killed. They want to be wearing something in particular. It's crazy. We have a sickness that's been going on and spreading through the inner community. It's almost like you want to go back. You wish you could be with your friend, and then someone airs you out. And then we'll see. You'll find out if there's an afterlife or not. I don't think maybe you feel you're going to be dancing around with your friend in the afterlife, but it's almost like they're not really living life. They're just getting through each day. Hopefully they don't get shot. These young brothers are living by the day. It's damn near by the hour, by the minute, rolling around in the cemeteries and glorifying, and then I'm gonna get the ops, and then the ops gonna get me, and I'm gonna get they pops. I don't. It's glorification, and it instead of celebrating it correctly, some of this has to be getting into the demonic spirit. You know what I'm saying? And you're drinking spirits, you got all this going on, and you don't realize that you could be summoning things. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Foolio had an extended birthday celebration leading to his death on the final day. So was it a birthday celebration or a death day celebration? I will tell you. Pay attention and be brave, because aside from being complicated, this gist is not for the faint-hearted. While celebrating wild birthday parties is a norm, something was particularly different about Foolio's birthday. When I say different, I mean that it was strikingly odd, the blind could tell.
We just got here, bruh. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party push up at 5:30, man.
Everyone knows that no one in the game should disclose their location so casually. So I was shocked to see Foolio disclosing his whereabouts, saying pull up by 5:30, man.
I want to watch the video that I just found, man.
But I didn't see him. Why does it keep doing that? I didn't see him give the actual address, y'all. So hold on a minute.
Hit me.
And you get it? Foolio spent his last days like an ordinary person, but he is not that ordinary. Plus, Foolio does not strike me as someone who does not know the consequences of his bit. Foolio spent his last days like an ordinary person, but he is not that ordinary. Plus, Foolio does not strike me. So I was shocked to see Foolio disclosing his whereabouts, saying pull up by 5:30, man.
I want to watch the video that I just found, man. It's him literally giving the ops his every move, his every drop, and just literally saying, come get me.
And you get it? Foolio spent his last days like an ordinary person, but he is not that ordinary. Plus, Foolio does not strike me as someone who does not know the consequences of his every move. Hence, I cannot tell you that this man was careless, posting his location and detailing his every move. I was beginning to think young Foolio was drunk because he has been taking shots, and he admitted that he doesn't even drink on a normal day.
I don't even drink,
But I'm sure it is not the alcohol, though he was seen sharing shots with a couple of people. Foolio must be up to something. Everything was going smoothly, like a gentle sea, until Foolio updated on his IG that they were being kicked out of the Airbnb. It was reported that Foolio's party was kicked out of the Airbnb by the police because the gathering had exceeded the occupancy limit. That is to say that people did turn out for Foolio, but did he know all of them? Let's save this question for later. A few minutes later, Foolio updated his IG again, thanking everyone for coming. He said it was his best birthday ever, but that was not the end. Foolio did not plan for the celebration to end there. He urged his well-wishers to pull up with him to the show where he planned for the party to continue. Foolio moved his party to the Truth 18 Lounge, which he updated on his IG. He arrived with a large group of people and again disclosed his location to the public. He continued to party amidst the group with his location disclosed on social media, and he didn't seem to care. All of a sudden, the celebration took a tragic turn. Tampa police reported that they got an emergency call by 4:40 a.m., reporting a shooting at a hotel parking lot.
Around 4:40 this morning, we received a 911 call about a shooting that happened here in the parking lot behind me on McKinley and Fowler.
Julio Foolio was fatally shot to death. The news of Foolio's tragic death was not a surprise to me, not with the locations he repeatedly disclosed in a delicate situation. How Foolio met his death. The live updates Julio Foolio posted on IG reportedly dug his grave. Foolio and his birthday supporters retired at a Holiday Inn in Tampa, where the rapper had planned to rest after the party, but unfortunately, they couldn't make it to the lodge. Foolio was ambushed at the hotel's parking lot, where he met his death. At around 5 a.m., police arrived at a gruesome crime scene in the Holiday Inn's parking lot. They met two cars smeared with bullet holes and a body that was later identified as Charles Jones, the rapper Julio Foolio. 3 other people sustained injuries from the shooting and were taken to a local hospital in stable condition. Eyewitnesses reported to the police that the shooting at the parking lot was intense, like it was in the movies. Other people who had lodged in the same hotel were terrified by the shooting.
We're still gonna stay, we're gonna find another hotel.
They had to be escorted to and fro by the...
So that's what we got. That is the information from the case. Crazy. Yeah. So now baby girl is treated like a princess in court. So it's just strange. You have such a tragic murder, and then the way people are treated in court. At least some people have been paying attention, kind of taking notes on things, and how things just be how they're portrayed in court. Again, it's like it's a stage. It's like, is this a stage or a courthouse? They definitely showed her laughing. They put in the thumbnails and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh. Here it is though. Makeup artist. Okay, so why is it not coming on the screen? Oh, my bad.
Have one alternate left.
And Judge, there is.
Okay. All right, let's bring Mr. Jimenez in.
He just missed one juror, but he's running into traffic, maybe about 15 more minutes.
That's fine.
Special treatment. I'm going to show now what the live in the courtroom is going on right now, because what I showed in the beginning was text messages too. And she was like disrespecting Julio Foolio, talking about how he look, he a ugly nigga, and all the stuff she was saying. Now I'm going back to the actual case. Where is it?
Was there a response from someone to this device?
Yes.
And what was that?
How do I know this is you?
Can you tell us what we're looking at here on page 2 of that same exhibit and how it differs from the other chats?
This is just obviously a picture message that was sent as an attachment in the message.
And again, are you able to, when you see something that size, look at a larger depiction of that?
Yes.
Is that what was reflected there?
Yes.
And was the timestamp able to be deciphered from the information included on that message?
Yes.
And when was that message sent from this owner's device?
9:17 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time.
In addition to the Celebrite for Red 03, as well, that was a return from iCloud.
Yes.
I'm showing you 7.
TextNow is a voice over IP application that allows you to send text messages and phone calls, receive phone calls, basically over the internet.
This device, the Alicia.Andrews03@yahoo.com.
This is not a device, but a
Return from
return.
iCloud, so
Yes.
data from them.
Yes.
And would that have been from that Alicia Andrews 03@Yahoo?
Yes.
All right. Now, what is it that we're looking at?
This is just text messages or messages that the Axiom tool has pulled from that iCloud extraction.
Is it possible that this isn't the entirety of all of the messages that go back and forth?
Yes.
Are you able to select some messages by date or timestamps, anything like that?
Yeah, you can filter within the tool to only certain messages, and then sometimes only certain messages are backed up. So you don't always get the full conversation, or you can filter it down to just portions yourself.
And coming from this return from the email for Alicia Andrews 03, what does the information that's provided in these chat bubbles tell us?
It just tells me that this message was sent to someone at that date and time.
And are you able to tell me anything about where the device came from? I mean, where the information came from? Was this message sent from this device, this report, to another person?
Yes, I can't tell right now, but it looks like it might possibly be a contact that says me, or I'm not sure if that's referring to the individual device. I've never seen me on a report before, so it might be a contact saved as me, but I'm not sure.
All right, I want to know what the text message is saying because they're going over some of this to amp the other specifics on it. Says to me, it says, "Bitch, you a sicko. Why you blocking me over a call I didn't even initiate, trying to act like you mad, and I make people comfortable. Um, I didn't do shit to make nobody feel comfortable. It was out of my effing blue. Why? Because you acting like you got a problem. It's my problem. You just wanted to lead to have a reason to talk to them ugly bitch. You talk to everybody you come across and in touch. You come up, not even mentally there, mentally stable. I didn't do to your ass. Um, you acting like I'm not pregnant.
Yes.
So then I was like, all right. So it's like, well, who was pregnant?
Should I turn it off?
I don't know. There's a lot going on with this case. So there's twists and turns with this too. It's mad. But that's her, Alicia Andrews, the main one. Well, at least one of the main suspects in the premeditated murder of rapper Julio Foolio.
Are you able to tell me about the dates that this message was sent?
Yes, it shows that it was 6/17/2024 at 11:44 and 11:47 a.m.
Now, as we move through this exhibit, all of these exhibits would have come from the data from the iCloud return that you received for the Alicia Andrews 03 at Yahoo account. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we got going on so far. I peeped the case earlier, and they had a woman from ballistics come in. So that means studying of firearms and the bullet casings and all that. I remember learning about all that stuff. So earlier she said that she can't say that certain bullets did come from a rifle. That's been put in evidence. So at least one of the weapons involved isn't, they can't confirm that it matches the bullets. But there was a lot of bullets at the scene. There was a lot of not bullets, but well, bullets and bullet casings, and they have to study it, and it's called scratch marks. So you study the bullets to see if it matches the actual firearms that they have in the court. So I know earlier the woman said that she could not confirm that that's what was that those were matching to the evidence that was given. In closing, I'm going to talk again. This is the thing about Amazon. Now, this is New York Times. New York Times. So he's looking at Newsweek. I showed y'all the other where they said, oh, they're getting rid of 1,400 people, and it's like, no, this is all about AI. So Amazon plans to replace more than 500,000 jobs with robots. Keep in mind, all the media isn't talking about this because they're trying to make it seem like, oh, we're just making stuff better. We're just gonna take a small amount of y'all and let y'all go. And no, this is affecting a lot of people. So 500,000 is 500,000. And it's probably going to be more than that 500,000 because according to what they're saying, it's just really 600,000 or more. Over the past 2 decades, no company has done more to shape an American workplace than Amazon, pioneering using technology. Amazon's workforce in the U.S. has tripled since 2018 to almost 1.2 million. But Amazon's automation team expects the company can avoid hiring more than 160,000 people in the United States it would otherwise need by 2027. Read that again, I don't like how I read it. But Amazon's automation team expects the company can avoid hiring 164, right, which otherwise they would need in 2027. But they would save about 30 cents on each item that Amazon picks, packs, and delivers to customers. So that's all this is about, y'all. It's replacing people, replacing workers, and it's just gonna there's always ripple effects to things. There is great things we're gonna get from technology, but when you're not being honest, and it's almost like the technology is ahead of us, you damn near basically heading for disaster. What else would y'all call it? It's like they heading for disaster. heading for disaster, man. I'm going to show a video that I did a couple of years ago. Didn't put it out, but I think I had it out, and then whatever was going on with it. It's rough here on YouTube. Sometimes things is all right, and then you're like, oh, are people going to see it? I think I did a decent video. I got decent information in it. You know what I mean? But I guess it's just how it is on this site. So let me pull that up, because this is what I did a video on, the actual godfather of AI, one of the main people that worked for Google and helped AI get where it is now. He's the godfather of this. And again, let me show y'all too so you can see. I did this May 2nd, 2023. I've been calling this out. My bad, you couldn't hear it. And y'all ain't helping the sister out. Y'all just coming in getting information, don't even say a word. It's all good.
That people weren't going to explore it. The issue is, now that we've discovered it works better than we expected a few years ago, what do we do to mitigate the long-term risks of things more intelligent than us taking control?
He knew. Well, that's just stupid.
Let's talk about those risks, because you said that you're worried about bad actors. What worries you the most about what could be used with this technology?
So there's a lot of things that a lot of other people have talked about to do with being able to produce lots of text automatically, so you can get lots of very effective spam bots. It'll allow authoritarian leaders to manipulate their electorates, things like that. I'm not really talking about those. There's another particular thing I want to talk about, which is the existential risk of what happens when these things get more intelligent than us. So quite recently, I come to the conclusion that the kind of intelligence we're developing is very different from the intelligence we have. We're biological systems, and these are digital systems. And the big difference is that with digital systems, you have many copies of the same set of weights, the same model of the world. And all these copies can learn separately, but share their knowledge instantly. So it's as if you had 10,000 people, and whenever one person learned something, everybody automatically knew it.
No conspiracy.
And that's how these chaps can know so much more than any one person. That's how these chaps can know so much more than any one person.
Me as your friend, we knew we could trust them.
A robot cannot harm a human being.
He knew we were wrong. Gotcha. Oh, hell no. Wow.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. 'Cause my
Loves me. All right. So I know I like how I put it together. So I had to add in there some clips from the movie I, Robot, which was a classic movie, one of the best movies made, I think. With warnings. And to me, some things that we're going through in life these days, I don't know about y'all, but it feels like we're living in a movie. It feels something like a movie, man. Like, whew. So I made the connection with iRobot with this, of course, starring Will Smith, one of the best actors ever. And this is the godfather of AI, artificial intelligence, definitely one of the main people. And I think honestly, he got scared. He scared himself with the greatness that he created, but he knows there's a huge downside. Immediately, he retired from Google. people were like, oh, well, why don't you think you're gonna, oh, you leaving early? Because we thought, you got this big project. He said, yeah, but he said it's too big. He said it out his own mouth. And now we're seeing what's going on. Is my mic on? The light went off. What's going on? Microphone check. Test, test. Can I be heard? All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up too, because y'all not even well, I'm not gonna just go off of y'all ghost emptiness. But all right, looks like I could be heard. Let me just go to it. All right, cool. So again, this is basically, I mean, this is what we got going on right now. So again, they're not telling us everything, they're telling us some things. So what I do and what you'll find here on my channel is I dig through things. I like to do research. I go with credible sources, and I'm going to be showing you guys, which I've been doing, things that I'm seeing, and I invite your thoughts. Sometimes I do polls in the chat where I ask a question and, multiple choice or whatever. But feel free, because it is an open chat room here. You're encouraged to do that. It's part of the reason to go live. The algorithms are a little more in our favor too when we go live, because I really like doing videos rather than going live and stuff. Like the video I just put together here that we're watching the background and different things. I'm a visualist, but a lot's going on too. So I try to just bring it to y'all raw, is the truthful as we can get. It's gonna come through my channel. So if you're new or returning, thanks for spending some time here on my channel. I'm Kai NY7, and I know the best is yet to come, but we got a lot of things that we're facing. We're like in movies. It's like Matrix, iRobot, with all the snitching going on in the communities, which is strange. We're in a different time. And with all that going on, it makes me think of Departed. So speaking of movies, I'm going to show y'all a glimpse of my thumbnail that I have for upcoming live stream that I'm doing. If only I could find it, that would be so nice. Where is it? Come on, man. I have thousands of files. Everything should be in order though. You go looking for something, you just can't get your hands on it quick enough. It's like, my goodness. All right. Hold on one second. Let me try to put it in this way. Y'all know the movie too. As soon as I put it up, it should. Dang. All right, I don't even see it there. So we're gonna, let me see. I'll do it a different way. The movie The Departed. That's what I've been thinking about when it comes to these scandals that's been going on with the NBA. First, I was thinking about it with the YSL trial, Young Slime Life. So we're actually seeing people from gangs, affiliated mobs and stuff. And you're seeing when ish is hitting the fan, people don't mind telling on other people that's been doing the same thing they're doing. So those are called snitches. Legal citizens, people just doing their thing the right way. You're not a snitch for telling. But it just seems like, I just think of these movies. It's like, it's almost scripted from a movie, but it's real life. So I want to just have some fun with that, with some of my streams coming up. And similar to this one where I just, connected iRobot with what's going on in AI taking over and Amazon cutting down a lot of jobs. So we're seeing a lot of changes going on. Departed was also a great movie. I mean, they're great movies too. They're classic movies. And it almost feels like we're witnessing it like in real life. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, I don't know. It's very interesting. It's kind of disturbing too, but hey, that's what we got going on. So let me look one more time, because I don't believe I'm not able to pull it up. This is troubling unless I didn't save it. It's in there, but it's probably just not saved the other way. But anyway, y'all see it when I pull it up. All right, so I think that about does it, and I can close out probably with my video that I did 2 years ago warning about AI. Real quick in news, at least for the Lakers, at least for some of the NBA, things are going good. The latest NBA update is good news for Bronny James. I read it yesterday. Now I got to remember what I had it for. Thrilling win, 127-120. Sacramento Kings on Sunday. Lakers managed to come out on top. Los Angeles will be not 1-3, but 7 players. What was the thing specifically though with Bronny? Bron James Rice, yeah, he has a sciatic. Lakers will be without the top 2 players. Because that is the case, Lakers second year guard Bronny James could get some run for Monday's contest. James has played in only 1 regular season so far. So I don't know. I mean, there's good things going on too. So I didn't even show it. I keep doing that. All right. So Amazon cutting throats, cutting folks down. If you haven't already, I have a video that I did last night. I put it in my short. So it's in a short video. It's LeBron James when he was only 16 years old. Him and his mom talking about his future in basketball and how they want him to stay in school and finish it out and then go ahead and join the NBA because he really was great, even young. But his mom even said she didn't. She was surprised by how great he ended up being too. So, yeah. So that wraps it up. I will have more to say regarding the case with the Julio Foolio because there's just a lot of foolishness going on with it. And it's so obvious. But we'll just see what goes on with this because it's 5 suspects, 1 death, some people injured. But it's just messy. It's messy because it's a high profile case. So everybody wants to be seen and people doing all this nonsense. Homegirl got her makeup artist. We're just seeing a lot of things that we never seen before. We're used to seeing people a lot of times in their jail uniforms. But these days, I guess they're pushing for people to actually come in here and have makeup artists and everything. It's crazy to me, but all right, y'all. Again, I'm Kyan Y7. I talk about things that have to do with the community and things to do with astrology and astronomy. I call that astros. Things to do with spirituality, our energies, sexuality, our intimacy, things like that, and our relations with people and how it does have a big impact on us and those around us, right? And I think I named everything. All right, so take care, y'all. Peace.
Okay. All right. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and excuse Mr. Jimenez at this time. So we still have 1 alternate left.
And Judge, there is.
Okay. All right. Let's bring Mr. Jimenez in.
Hey, Judge, we missed one juror, but he's running into traffic. Maybe about 15 more minutes.
That's fine.
Judge, I'm also hearing it was Fox 13 this morning when they were reporting about opening statements. I think they reran an interview with Mr.
Everything's so funny. You only helped kill somebody that was 26 years old. Every day got a new hairstyle, girl. Oh my God.
Okay. All right. So that's
come around, y'all.
That's good. I'm going to go ahead
real.
and excuse Mr.
But out in the
Jimenez
universe,
at this
gonna get
time.
it back.
So we still have 1 alternate
Innocent
left.
until proven guilty, though, right?
Judge, there is.
Okay. All right. Let's bring Mr. Jimenez in.
Hey, Judge, we missed one juror, but he's running into
All right,
traffic.
I'm
Maybe
out.
about 15 more minutes.
That's fine.
Judge, I'm also hearing it was Fox 13 this morning when they were reporting.
It's one of those things where there's no way that people weren't going to explore it. The issue is now that we've discovered it works better than we expected a few years ago, what do we do to mitigate the long-term risks of things more intelligent than us taking control?
He knew. Well, that's just stupid.
Let's talk about those risks because you said that you're worried about bad actors. What worries you the most about what could be used with this technology?
So there's a lot of things that a lot of other people have talked about to do with being able to produce lots of text automatically, so you can get lots of very effective spam bots. It'll allow authoritarian leaders to manipulate their electorates, things like that. I'm not really talking about those. There's another particular thing I want to talk about, which is the existential risk of what happens when these things get more intelligent than us. So quite recently, I come to the conclusion that the kind of intelligence we're developing is very different from the intelligence we have. We're biological systems, and these are digital systems. And the big difference is that with digital systems, you have many copies of the same set of weights, the same model of the world. And all these copies can learn separately, but share their knowledge instantly. So it's as if you had 10,000 people, and whenever one person learned something, everybody automatically knew it.
No conspiracy.
And that's how these chats can know so much more than any one person. That's how these chats can know so much more than any one person.
Me as your friend, we knew we could trust them.
A robot cannot harm a human being.
He knew we were wrong. Gotcha. Oh, hell no.